Hello, everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood ENFP. Welcome back, and we are almost there, but we are going to be talking about the ENFP and the love language of the ENFPs. And ENFPs are kind of, shall we say, chaotic. Their thought process and everything can be very chaotic, which is going to make this video interesting because at any given moment they may switch from one to the other like that. So I'm just going to give a kind of general overview of how I see it, and we're going to go from there. So the first love language for a ENFP is probably going to be, like many others, I'm going to say quality time. Or it could be words of affirmation. I don't really know. They're good at both. They like spending time with you, but they also like motivating you. They like being around you, but they also like guiding you. They like, doing things with you and with the group, but they also like uplifting and making sure you're okay and cheering you up, especially when you're feeling down. So where do I place the two? I don't know. Like I said, ENFPs kind of chaotic. So do I place quality time first, or do I place words of affirmation first? It can switch depending on the day, depending on the mood, depending on a lot of external factors. Some days they may be more towards, uplifting and giving you those words of affirmation. And some days they just want to, spend quality time with you and, let some things off of their chest. And some days they may disappear for like months on end before they randomly appear again. They are fairly chaotic. So for the top two slots, in no specific order, is obviously going to be words of affirmation and quality time, because they like spending that time with you, especially if you're a friend, family, person that they love. They're going to want to spend that time with you. They're going to enjoy spending that time with you, and they're going to enjoy weirding you out if they are in fact into the whole weirding you out bit. But they're also going to enjoy uplifting you, motivating you, helping you out, giving you new ideas, brainstorming with you, and helping you along your goal with, the constant ongoing process that is the knee that they know they can use to help you along your way. It can be quite draining, chaotic, and entertaining all at the same time, which is why I can't really place words of affirmation and quality time. It is in no specific order, which is, the first time I am doing something like this. But yeah, I legitimately cannot decide which one an ENFP would value most, because when I've been around ENFPs, both are very heavily present and both very heavily switch depending on the day, depending on the mood, depending on what's going on. So yeah, that's basically where I'm going to leave that. And then moving on, I'm going to say probably physical touch. They are very huggy. They are very embracing. They are very cuddly. They are very open to that kind of situation, especially to relationships and, family members. Well, family members, I would hope it would just stay to the hugging part. But like with, their significant other, I could see them being fairly touchy, and like with the other people, giving them hugs. And ENFPs are much like ESFPs, often seen as the type of person who will, and I'm going to use a weeb anime term here, glomp you. Now, if you don't know what glomping is, it is basically a tackle hug. Why it's called glomping, I don't know, but there you go. Moving on, I'm going to then say probably gifts. ENFPs will probably be absolutely thrilled to bits receiving gifts, especially if they're gifts related to their personality and the things that they enjoy and like. They're going to be super happy about it, and at the same term, they're going to be super happy about giving gifts and showing you, how much they care with like a actually well thought out gift, especially if they know you really well, or, you know, they might be a little bit flaky about it depending on the ENFP. But usually if they care about you, they're going to give you a more meaningful gift, a more thought out gift, a gift that, like, they'll have paid attention to you to the point where they're going to essentially give you what they know you'll like. And in the same token, they're also going to enjoy receiving things, and they may even have fun creating fun little designs for the gift packaging to let their creativity flow. And of course, if it is something that like inspires, you know, more creativity, then all the best. And they are very creative, imaginative, explorative types of people. And if they know you're the same type, they're going to give you a gift related on that same area, or they may give you a gift, like depending on what it is that they enjoy. So yeah, I would put gifts there. And then of course, acts of service. Acts of service is probably going to be a lesser part of an ENFP. They're not going to be the types of people who are going to immediately stand up and start helping absolutely everybody. Although they may feel like once again, these types are very chaotic. You don't necessarily know. What might be last one top for one might be on top for the other. Or for the one, it might be the last, but on a given day, they're just feeling super act of servicey, and for that day, acts of service is their top gift. They might find it the most interesting thing to do, so they might do it for a while before they drop it and go back to one of the other love languages, and it is a wonderful ball of chaos that they can provide you with. So with the ENFP, I would say for the time being, acts of service being their last one, especially since I've heard a lot of ENFPs usually being late to work, not caring about certain things, flaking out, going to do something more fun. It's not something that they are going to want to spend time on, especially if they find it boring. If they find it interesting, stimulating, and has a bunch of brainstorming, idea generating potential, then yeah, they may go and do it. Or if they're like, hey, I've never tried this before, I want to try this new thing, I've never done this acts of service thing before, they may go and do it, find it fun for a while before, you know, they switch off to, you know, one of their regular acts of service things. But with the most things, I would put it as last. And I know some of you are thinking, wow, that sounds kind of exhausting, and I'm pretty sure for the ENFPs, they're also thinking the same thing. And of course, they can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the general, like, when I've been around ENFPs, that's the general vibe I get off of. So with that being said, that has been it for today's subject, and this subject, and I will see you guys for the next one, where we finish it off with the INFP. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.